if you haven't figured it out, why am I wearing the same shirts every game day now? These games are pre-recorded, by the way, but this is the July 7th game day. So it's July 7th to you, so happy July 7th. It's no holiday, but it is a D-League playoff day. We are getting set for a pair of Game 3s. So, the quest for the Soldiers Cup continues right here, right now. Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls will be up first on the road to take on the Rochester Tomahawks. Looking for the sweep is Wilkes-Barre. This was one of the series that was highly anticipated, being that Wilkes-Barre's number 5 seed and Rochester's number 4. They're so close. Alex, you're one game away from sweeping Tim Geyser. He just won a walk. He's ready to go. What else can you ask from the owner? Let's get you down the field for the start of the first game. Wilkes-Barre, Rochester. Game 3. Next on CDL Live.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Alright, it's another D-League playoff special here. And our first game on tap for you is the first of our Game 3s here in the Soldiers Cup quarterfinals. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls on the road to take on the Rochester Tomahawks here in Game 3 of their best-of-5 series. Tomahawks are home today, hoping they can get a win. They need it. They're down 2-0, facing elimination here tonight. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls on the road looking to complete the sweep of this series. Let's find out what will happen. Alex Johnson looking for the sweep. Tim Geyser trying to avoid that sweep. It's coming up next on CDL Live. Bulls, Tomahawks, next.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are downfield side now. Soldiers Cup playoffs, first round, quarterfinals, best-of-5 series. The number 5 Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls against the number 4 seeded Rochester Tomahawks. Wilkes-Barre leads this best-of-5 series 2-0, looking for the 3-0 sweep today. Can they get it done? Let's take a look at the lineups here. For the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls, Spike Tight Jr. will start things off, followed by 9-17. Black Lena at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer, Split Vision. To the home side of the field, White Korsh starts things off for the Rochester Tomahawks, followed by Silhouette Jr. At the captain spot is going to be Grasshopper, and at 5-point gainer will be Z28. Now, Rochester, there's a season on the line here tonight, as is Richmond's, but get to that later. It's 5-0. Wilkes-Barre in the lead off the bat. White Korsh goes down, and here comes Silhouette Jr. Trying to keep Richmond in, or trying to keep Rochester in this. 10-0. Wilkes-Barre now has the lead. Spectite Jr. going for the shutout in the series sweep. Right here against Grasshopper. And the series is over. Another 15-0
I'm sorry, Tim, but I have to.
Alex Johnson bringing out the broom. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls have swept the Rochester Tomahawks straight out of the first round of the 2013 Development League playoffs. So, Wilkes-Barre will await their round 2 opponent, of course. Alex Johnson raising the roof here. Can't raise it too high because he doesn't want to hit the fan. But nonetheless, Alex, your reaction to that? Your team, a sweep over Rochester, Wilkes-Barre on to round 2. You heard it from Alex himself, and he's going for that cup. Winner of round 1 in a sweep. 3-0. Wilkes-Barre knocks out Rochester. Coming up next, Richmond Reapers Cincinnati Tigers Game 3. Richmond Reapers trying to avoid the same fate that Rochester just had. That's next on CDL Live. D-League Playoff Edition.
All right, welcome back to CDL Live. We just saw the Rochester Tomahawks get swept out of the playoffs right there. And coming up next, the Richmond Reapers hope to avoid the same fate. They are on the road here in Game 3 against the number 2 seeded Cincinnati Tigers. Tigers looking for a sweep on home turf here. Reapers trying to force Game 4 back in Richmond. Well, what else can be said? Let's get you down the field for the start of this game. Number 2 seeded Tigers, number 7 seeded Reapers. Head-to-head here, Game 3 in their best of 5 on CDL Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our CDL game day here on July 7th. Our next game, another D-League playoff game. Of course, a D-League playoff game day. Only 2 games per game day here. Well, there might not be a game day in 2 days. Because Wilkes just swept out Rochester, and Richmond may face the same fate. They are on the road here today. Number 7 seeded Richmond Reapers on the road to take on the number 2 seeded Cincinnati Tigers. Tigers lead this best of 5 series 2 games to none, looking for the 3-0 sweep here on home turf. Let's find out what's going to happen. Let's take a look at these lineups. Richmond starts things off with Green Riviera, followed by Tsunami. At the captain spot is going to be Dark Knight, and at 5-point gainer will be Cyan. To the home side of the field, the Cincinnati Tigers start things off with Blue Z4, followed by Black Stock. Number 6 at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer position, Cincinnati brings out Steven. So here we go. Game 3. Could the series end right here? Let's find out. And this game starts off tied at 5. Cincinnati and Richmond here now tied 10-10. Both Black Stock and Tsunami go down. Number 6 up against Dark Knight now. And 15-10. Cincinnati has the lead. Richmond back up against the wall here. Cyan trying to send this one to overtime. 6 looking to end it, but it's going into OT. It's going into OT. Cyan out there for Richmond trying to keep the Reapers' hopes and season alive. Stingray out there for the Cincinnati Tigers trying to get the flip and the series sweep. What's going to happen? Let's find out. They're both still up after their first collision. Interference call. Cyan would have been down. The series would have been over right there. Not for an interference, but now it is over. 3 games to none. The Cincinnati Tigers sweep the Richmond Reapers.
And funny you said sweep.
Out of the playoffs, and Alex Johnson, such a helper in celebration. If anybody out there is a Tigers fan, of course, every Richmond Reapers fan might be pissed at you, but nonetheless.
I have a Tigers fan on my side.
Okay, anyway. 20-15, the final in OT here in Game 3. Cincinnati Tigers beat the Richmond Reapers and win the series 3 games to none. There will not be a game day in 2 days. There will be one tomorrow, of course. We got Game 3 and a couple of tied series. You know, a couple of tied series are going to break their tie tomorrow, but the day after that, nothing going on because the 2 series that would be going on are over. Cincinnati and Wilkes-Barre walk away with sweeps today. Alex, you're moving on to round 2. You and Cincinnati, you know, what's running through your head right now?
Like I said before, I'm coming for the cup.
The race for the Soldiers Cup continues next time on CDL Live. We'll see you tomorrow.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.